Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. It's the Portland Trail Blazers taking on the San Antonio Spurs.
Here we go.
And Portland starts out with the ball. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Sabonis is out there with Lucas. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Kersey. And it's Drexler in at the 2 guard.
Well, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. And that one's good. Parker.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And that one is good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
So for the Trail Blazers, their last game, a win against Dallas. Pass to Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Well, there's no question of D respecting Timmy on that play, but he still finds a way to get it done. There's just no defense sometimes for a player that is that gifted.
Now, here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Parker. The Trail Blazers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. 2 shots. The first one falls.
Well, you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants.
All free throws good from Lillard.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Parker against Lucas. Back to Duncan. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's some vintage Tim Duncan there, getting the shot to go over the tough physical defense. His strength still pretty remarkable.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night here.
What's up?
Yeah, during the early stretches of Tim Duncan's career, the free throw line was a bit of a weakness for him. He's recovered from that, quite consistent over the past few years.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 5. Knocks it loose. Pass to Kersey. Back to Lucas. Leonard against Drexler. Shot clock at 5. Lillard from outside. Portland again missing.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with the Blazers head coach. He's looking for his guys to put up a terrific performance tonight, especially at the defensive end. He said, we want to use our length and athleticism to protect the rim and make it hard for shooters to get clean looks. This is the first meeting of the season between these two. Guys, we'll see how it comes out.
Well, David, thank you. We'll be looking for it. The defensive-minded approach coming in, Greg.
I like that they're focused on getting stops. Gives them the opportunity to turn that defense into offense.
And let's see how good they can be in transition to get out and try to find some easy ones.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Back to Parker. Duncan outside. Leonard looking around. Lets it go. And the jumper is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's the bonus. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Drexler passes to Lucas. Lillard against Gervin. Let's go. And it's Lillard missing.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Lillard against Parker. Over Lillard. Offensive rebound, Spurs. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
The Spurs have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Robinson hits them both. Here's Lillard. He has 5. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Kicks it out to Drexler. Lillard outside. 5 on the clock. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Here's Parker. Sweet little floater.
And he's really redefined the floater. Parker is one of the best in the business.
Portland trailing here. 3-pointer, Lillard. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And that one's good. Parker. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Sabonis. Drexler against Leonard. To end the run. Drexler, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Robinson, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Just a flip digital glass. He's the one with it. Now be a good boy. Used to be glass, digital glass. Growing up with it. Now be a good boy. Used to be glass, He's the one.
The pass to Drexler. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
And Lillard kicks to Drexler. Count it. Drexler's got 6.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Parker with it. He has 6. A floater, and it's good. 2 points. 8 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Drexler. Shoots the 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lillard against Parker. Feeds it to Leonard. Duncan trying to break loose. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game. Here is Lillard. He's got 5. Great D that time from Duncan.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot.
Oh!
Yeah. It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Parker. Count that bucket. And it's 7 points for Lillard.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Duncan against Lucas. Duncan kicks to Leonard. Kept alive. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now Lillard. He has 7. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Man, both on balance and on point. Damian working through that mid-range area now.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Brent, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. Right. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Here's Moore. Passes it to Elliott. Here's Gilmore. He feeds it to Ginobili. 6 to shoot. Roy with the block. Pass to Robinson. A beautiful reverse layup. Robinson's got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers.
That's a perfect reverse, using the backboard as his friend, drew the defender in, and just slipped it to the other side.
Ginobili outside. Back to Aldridge. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
And the defense looks soft. early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Here's Vandeweghe, covered by Elliott. Here's Aldridge. Gilmore grabs the miss. San Antonio leading by 10. Here's Ginobili. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Porter looking it over to the inside. Here's Aldridge. Rebound San Antonio. Now here's Ginobili. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. And the Spurs with possession here. A 12-point game. Here's Moore. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Ginobili against Roy. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Roy. Spurs leading by 12. Porter with the steal. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Now here's Ginobili. Pulls up on the wing. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. The pass to Roy. And here's Porter. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
And an excellent two-way threat. Porter doesn't generate a ton of excitement, but he produces across the board.
Pass to Aldridge. Over Robinson. They can't stop the run with that one.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one, Kevin. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Chalk up 2 there. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
Roy dishes to Porter. Shoots from the high post, and he comes up with the deuce. Porter's got 7.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Roy with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ginobili with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Moore outside. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Moore's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And so it's San Antonio, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Spurs leading by 7. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, they've got Robinson. Roy out there with Porter. Then it's Walton. And it's Vandeweghe in at the small forward spot. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll start it on the road and play the Clippers in Los Angeles. And then on Friday, they continue the road trip heading out to San Francisco to take on the Warriors.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Roy against Elliott. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here is Robertson. Passes to Gilmore. Aldridge with it. Over Robinson. Aldridge. Good. Aldridge has got his third bucket of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Robertson against Porter. And there's the feed to Roy. Pass to Vandeweghe. The three. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Robertson against Porter. There's the pass to Gilmore. Now here's Aldridge. 4 on the clock. And he can't bank that one in. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Robinson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Roy against Elliott. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Portland. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Launches it. That one, no good. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Kicks it to Robertson. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
I think the length of Aldridge is hard to deal with. He's effective at using it to get those kind of calls.
This is his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Interesting to see how LaMarcus Aldridge has embraced more and more of a leadership role with this team. He knows he has what it takes to guide this team to higher heights.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
McCollum against Aldridge. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, McCollum is pretty deft at changing speeds, and that time he did it driving to the rim.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
You think about great perimeter shooters, and CJ, not only just statistically, but stylistically, Kevin, his name comes up. He can heat up and get this team going offensively.
Duncan, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And so McCollum nails both of them. Here's Silas. Robertson outside. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Petrie. Duncan with the block.
And Duncan just times that one perfectly. The shooter should never attempt those kind of shots with Timmy roaming the rim.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Petrie after the basket by San Antonio. Makes it off the glass.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Pass to Duncan. No good that time. Nice D from Sabonis. McCollum right side. It's rebounded by Leonard.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Robertson's shot is good.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Now, here's Sabonis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
This is how focused Kawhi is right now. Sees through the play, stays in control, and scores.
Here's Petrie. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Leonard. They lead by 11. Back to Duncan. Passes it to Robertson. Sabonis with the steal. Here's Petrie. Pass to Walton. Now Kersey. The pass to Sabonis. And the shot goes in.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation. And the delivery, Kevin, on time, on target.
Now here's Leonard. 8 points for him. Pass to Robertson. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
McCollum passes to Kersey. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Here's Petrie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Gervin's checked in for San Antonio. Parker comes in for Robertson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Lucas comes in for Walton. And it's Drexler in for Kersey. Both good from the line that time. And so it's San Antonio with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Parker passes to Silas. Back to Parker. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And that's just an all-star caliber move off the dribble by Parker that ultimately creates the shot. His quickness with the ball really nearly unparalleled.
Here's Petrie. And the rejection by Leonard.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
Nice D from Sabonis.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Lillard's checked in for Portland. And Sabonis, no good on that one. San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Gervin. The rebound by Drexler.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Lillard. George Gervin missing his last shot. Excellent D there from Parker. To the middle. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Trailblazers trail by 9. Now here's McCollum. Lillard outside. Back to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Spurs.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The putback. And it's Portland with the rebound. Drexler's got 4 rebounds in this game. He kicks to McCollum. Pass to Sabonis. Back to McCollum. Clock at 6. 3-pointer. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Parker dishes to Ginobili. Pass to Leonard. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Takes the turnaround J, and Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Leonard.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The shot by Lillard wide open. Misses, and he wants that one back.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Spurs have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
2 shots. Shooting 2.
That is good from Ginobili.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Spurs making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Portland also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Sabonis. And it's Roy in for McCollum. And both free throws good for Ginobili. Trailblazers trail by 13. Drexler outside. Takes a 3. The shot's good. Roy making the play. Drexler's got 9.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Parker kicks to Robinson. The 11-footer. He squares up and sinks it. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, Robinson's got that beautiful, steady release. His jumper looks good every time, thanks to his form.
Lillard against Parker. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Morris checked in for San Antonio. Spurs leading by 12. Outside Aldridge. And there's the pass to Gervin. Poked loose. Drexler with the steal. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now here's Moore. Ginobili the pass to Aldridge. It's Gervin on the wing. Here's the 3. Lucas with the rebound.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, Damian Lillard just working them over right now. One of the smaller guards in the league, but darts around so well to make plays.
Now here's Ginobili. To the inside. Here's Robinson. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Trailblazers trail by 9. Roy kicks to Lillard. The 3 ball. And the Trailblazers another 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Moore passes to Aldridge. Pass to Moore. 19 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Goes up on the wing. Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
For Portland, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Moore outside, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we'll be right back after this. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. San Antonio did not hesitate to set the pace, jumping on every opportunity to push the tempo. At one point, they had built a 14-point advantage. They lost their lead only once in the first quarter and had no problems finishing ahead by a nice margin when the buzzer sounded. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense. Called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Well, they're getting beat up on boards. Smack them around, smack them around. And you know the coach. Because I'm unhappy about it, Ernie. I'm sure he's in the locker room right now saying, hey, we can bounce back in the second half. You need to dig deep, show some pride.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from David Robinson.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Irvin out there with Duncan. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Parker. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. Now, here is Robinson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his first personal foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
David Robinson at the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Drexler with it. Lillard outside. Back to Drexler. Down low. Here's Lucas. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Here's Leonard. Duncan trying to break loose. Leonard, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Drexler. Good D by Parker. Here's San Antonio. Shot on the wing. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. Parker's got 12.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And they pick up 2. 16 points for Damian Lillard.
Lillard just plays with great confidence, really feeling it here and looking to find any scoring opportunity in this one.
Here's Parker inside. Here's Duncan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Line for 2.
And the first one drops. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. They trail by 7. Kersey passes to Lucas. And here's Kersey. 6 to shoot. Throws it up high. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Lillard. 16 points for him.
There's a pretty good chance that he makes that shot, but Timmy slides over, puts his big mid up, and the shot comes off.
That's tipped. Parker against Lillard. That's tipped. Parker with the steal. Gervin passes to Parker. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Back to Lillard. Passes it to Lucas.
Spurs foul ball. George Gervin. That's his second personal foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Gervin against Kersey. 4 on the shot clock. There's Sabonis.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5. And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
San Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
So both teams making some changes here. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Gervin outside. Here's Duncan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Trailblazers trail by 7. From deep, Drexler. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
Portland with the ball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Drexler against the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And here is Gervin. Clyde Drexler with the triple. Gervin passes to Parker. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Kersey against Gervin. Now Drexler. 15 points in the game. Lillard outside. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. The shot, no good. Good D by Parker. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Both teams will make substitutions.
And Parker has such speed and creativity, just causes the defense fits in terms of how to properly guard him.
Here's Petrie. Over Parker. Petrie no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Parker. He's got 17. Good on the shot.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Here's Petrie. Over Duncan. Petrie no good.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
And he gets it to go. He's got 6.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Petrie. Robinson left side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Petrie, covered by Parker. Portland no good that time either. Spurs leading by 15. Here's Silas, and oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to McCollum. Walton with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shots good from Petrie.
And if there were ever a pivot you'd like to run the offense through, look no further than Bill Walton. Has that sixth sense for how a play should develop.
Back to Parker. Duncan outside. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Silas. He is guarded by McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
For San Antonio, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
James Silas taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Robertson, he's checked in for Parker. He doesn't get the second one. Trailblazers trail by 14. Outside Roy. Yes, that goes in. Roy's got his second bucket of the night.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Here's Silas. Softly drops in the floater. And the Spurs lead by 14.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Roy from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Roy's got his third basket of the night right there.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Robertson dishes to Duncan. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Outside Roy. Over Silas. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Brandon Roy. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
No good from Duncan.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Vandeweghe. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Petrie. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Silas passes to Robertson. The pass to Duncan. Here's Silas, guarded by Robinson. Silas passes to Duncan. Here's Gilmore. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for two. Gilmore's got his first points in this one. Now here's Roy. He's guarded closely. From 18 feet away, that one doesn't go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Silas. Now Duncan. And it's rebounded by Bill Walton.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
San Antonio calls timeout.
I got it. Since I put my boy, since I see him, I've been over. I'm in the bed. Debate who's the greatest. The way we debate. Take it for clout. I know. Who running your house without state getting paid? If you regularly blow, if you figure it out, if I win it, then we can go. I just go picture the count. I just envision the count. Then I go make that alone. I got a beautiful house, but honestly, yes, if you tell me, temperature down. Someone dissed me in the crew, but honestly, I forgot who. Snakes it was crazy as that. Somebody I probably knew. Yeah, I don't get it, no clue. You know, dude. Got just a lot to add to the list. You know, energy too. Put it on away. Whatever you want to wear. I just had to lead a look. Treating me like a celeb. I just went and cut my dread. But I got some beautiful hair. I ain't just searching for something that's real, because it's really not what they say. But honestly, I feel my boy. Sometimes I see him. I've been
Trailblazers making a switch here. San Antonio leading by 10. And here is Moore. Feeds to Aldridge. Offensive rebound. Yep, that one goes in there. And that's 17 points for Robinson.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now, here's Aldridge. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Ginobili, and the layup is good. And the Spurs lead by 14.
Can't talk The subtleties in that setup right there, the assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
1:35 left here in the third quarter. Banked in off the glass. Ginobili's got 8 points.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now, here's Porter. 7 points in the game. Outside Roy. Passes it to Vandeweghe. That 3 off the mark. San Antonio leading by 16. Moore outside. Pass to Robinson. Back to Moore. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Elliott. Portland grabs the miss. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
The shot's good. He's got 10.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Porter. Rebound, San Antonio. Robinson's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Moore passes to Robinson. Back to Moore. And there it is for him. Moore's got his third basket of the night.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Lucas is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Drexler. Then it's Brandon Roy. And it's Porter in at the point. Here is Elliott. Now Moore. And here's Leonard from 3. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Ginobili's got assist number 5 here tonight.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
Now here's Roy. Kicks to Lucas. From deep. Drexler. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Ginobili. That one falls. And the Spurs lead by 21.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Ginobili's gone 5 of 7 from the field. That's over 71% actually. Roy passes to Drexler. A three-pointer, no good. San Antonio leading by 21. Here's Leonard, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously. Now, I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Gervin comes in for Elliott, and Tony Parker subbed in for Moore. So he comes up empty, missing both. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Drexler, that's good.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Parker dishes to Ginobili. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Sabonis, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Ginobili outside. Spurs working the ball around now.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Drexler passes to Lillard. To the paint. Lucas inside. He's covered by Leonard. Kersey kicks to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Pass to Kersey. That shot, no good. Good D by Parker. Here's Gervin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Damian Lillard. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not in
NBA.
today's game, and not
sports.
with what's at stake.
Both shots good from the stripe. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Passes to Sabonis. Fires from deep. But they recover it. Here's Lillard. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
At the line for your Spurs, Kawhi Leonard. At the line for two.
And he makes the first. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over, and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. The Blazers on offense. Three-pointer, Lillard. David Robinson with the rebound. Robinson's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And that one's good, Leonard.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Lillard attacking. Will it go? Pass to Kersey. From deep, Drexler. That shot off the mark. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Parker with it. Lillard picks him up, and that one's good. Parker.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Lillard. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 19 points.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Robinson. No good on that one. Drexler outside. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
Free throw, good, Gervin. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. There's the pass to Petrie. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Kersey. Kersey against Leonard. And it's Gervin missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Drexler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Brent, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice in there?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right. All about communication.
That communication and communication as quick as you possibly can, that's an important factor.
Schedule, yes. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Silas from about 19 feet, and that's good for 2.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
Now here's McCollum.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Leonard, that's for 2. Here's Gilmore, And he makes good on the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Petrie, covered by Robertson. Here's Drexler. It's good. Drexler's got 11 in the second half.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
Here's Silas. Left side, Gervin. 5 to shoot. From the wing. Offensive rebound. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. And Portland with a change here, too. Robinson's checked in.
One shot.
And that one misses. A lot of missing stats from the 60s and 70s, but if we could go back and look at those actual numbers, any players you think would really be catching our eye in terms of, wow, I didn't know that guy was that good, or he's better than I thought he was?
Well, don't we always look at the incredible, mind-boggling numbers of Wilt Chamberlain
yes,
and think, what was that guy doing?
Yeah.
And we don't even have half of it.
No.
So Wilt Chamberlain comes to mind first. What I think about Kevin when that question comes up is how many great players through the 70s and also really through the 80s, because the three-point line wasn't accentuated enough, missed the opportunity to be even greater scorers. I mean, Jerry West with a three-point line.
Can you imagine that?
You got to be kidding me. So there's a lot of gap of those players, too, that also because of changes in rules and because the three-point line wasn't in, that we would be talking about in terms of nostalgia and their accomplishments with a much different voice.
Even someone as recent as Jordan, with the rules the way they are now.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
With the openness of the floor and what Michael could do, as if he wanted to prove he could do more.
Exactly. And so here's Portland. Here's Petrie. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Jeff Petrie. Was it Petrie? Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the NBA.
I'd like to see more, actually.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Here's Silas. Puts up a 3, but they get it back.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock.
Lucas is checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Petrie. Passes it to Drexler. The 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Gilmore's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Moore dishes to Gervin. It's rebounded by Aldridge. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot-up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
Now here's Gervin. Drops one in from the wing.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Here's Petrie. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? No,
it can't.
Well, I don't know if...
if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game, somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. Quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time. Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that very much.
And so here's Portland after the basket by San Antonio. Now here's Lucas. 20 feet out. And again, it's Portland converting. So it's San Antonio now. Pass to Gilmore. And no good that time. Aldridge with some nice D. McCollum passes to Drexler. Over Gervin. They get it back.
A good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets.
Here's Gilmore. Up and in from the low block. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Drexler passes to Petrie. Over Gervin. Petrie no good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Aldridge with it. Gervin outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Gilmore, and it's blocked. Down low, here's Drexler, and finished off by Drexler.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
Here's Silas. Good D by McCollum. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here is Moore. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Drexler drives in. Uncovered. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Yes.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Gervin. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.